you have found out some information about your hometown that is not so great. And you are hoping to stop at a big town before your journey ends. Pick up some supplies, I believe. Does that sound all correct?
What? What was the last thing?
You're hoping to stop at one of the big towns along the way to pick up supplies before you get to Los Angeles.
We're already off the train?
What? No. The train stops periodically.
Oh,
and I believe you were hoping to stop at the next big town.
I forgot that the train stops for some reason. I was like, what? Isn't this a long train trip? That's why I was confused. Okay, yes.
And we were looking for, what, a message scroll? Is that what it was that we were stopping off for?
I believe it was.
So that we could contact Hines and tell him to fuck off? Is that correct? Is that what we were doing? I think that's what we were doing.
No, I think we were going to be checking up. Well, maybe partly, but I think we were going to be checking up on
what's happening back home.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
But also Hines too, right? Was that part of it? Yeah.
I know we had a big discussion on what to do. I don't remember where we landed.
I think we just said we were going to either ignore it or message him and see if we were able to. But you're right. The bigger thing was that we needed to try to message back home.
Yes. So I guess it depends on how many options we have to communicate multiple times if we do.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Indeed.
That's gross.
Most things are.
I swear that I had a list of your squires, Flint. Didn't the other two have names?
Yeah. Hold up. Let me see if I have that here.
Was it like
Paul Jacobs and John Butterbean, I think.
Joy or something?
Justice, joy, and jubilation.
Do I have the idiot twins on here? I've got older history than that, but I do not have the name of Tweedledee and Tweedledipshit.
That's interesting. They had to have been named.
Oh, yes. They are named. I don't have it here.
Yeah, but the fact that you don't have it and I don't have it just feels so weird.
You know who has it? YouTube.
Yeah. I don't know why you guys don't believe me that it's John Butterbean.
I'm willing to believe one of them is John, and I feel like the other one is Dunlap. Could be wrong.
Oh, was not one of them female? Well, that's
Justice.
To assume. Justice. That's who I've been thinking of this whole time. Okay.
Justice. Yeah, I've got Justice.
It was Justice's last name that was Butterbean. That's my bad. It's Justice Butterbean.
Right. I don't believe...
Maybe you've just been referring to them as Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
I never do refer to them by name, strictly because they do not earn my respect as deputies.
Yeah.
Nope. I found the page, and here's what it says. Your names, retainers, townies, 2 apple dumpling gang dum-dums. Deputy, stars and eyes, inexperienced female tiefling Justice, a.k.a. Justine. So from my view, they were never named.
I know for a fact they have names. We've used them. They are now Ted and Dunlap.
Okay.
Butterbean.
And one sounded like Don Knotts and the other one didn't. Which one is the Don Knotts one?
Dunlap is definitely Don Knotts.
Okay, good. It was John and Dunlap?
Ted, Dunlap, and Justice.
Oh, Ted.
I have those written down in my allies and organizations like a good player.
Okay. And if it's not correct on YouTube, I don't care anymore. Their names got changed.
Yeah. This is how D&D works.
Okay, sorry.
This is real D&D when you don't have continuity masters on the side pointing shit out to you.
Rolling to find out what happened.
There is no continuity master watching this.
I was rolling to find out the town's fate, and so I needed to know what their names were.
Yeah, it seems important.
All right. Now that that's all settled and I know the answers.
The only continuity is the disappointment our viewers feel whenever we fuck this shit up.
Yeah. And for that, we need viewers other than me. Okay. You're on a train.
Choo-choo.
And you are hoping to stop in the city, town, whatever you want to call it, of... Where'd it go? This paper got ripped out of this notebook a long time ago, so it floats in here all the time. Rotograd. That's where you're hoping to go. That's where you stopped, and you discovered like the dinosaur mounts and stuff like that. Is there
Yes.
anything you'd like to do on this train while you wait to get to Rotograd?
Nope.
Sleep.
Sure.
I got nothing. Play with this owl bear.
Refill the contents of my flask.
All simple things to do. I will say that we can just advance to the train stopping in the city / town.
Choo-choo.
I guess it's more of a city. And you are free to walk about. You have a good hour-ish per stop, give or take a few minutes.
I believe we're looking to locate a magic store in the most expedient manner possible.
Yep.
Mhm.
Let's
And
look for
what?
signage and whatnot.
Sure.
He's
Like, what
chasing
exactly
his
is the
tail.
most expedient way possible?
Asking someone at the train station.
I mean, sure, there's that. But also, scoping out advertisements that might be up.
True.
Oh, my sound just went wacky. Can everyone hear me correctly?
Yeah.
Like Robin Williams wacky, or
Come here.
Like beyond pixelated?
No, you just sound like a bunch of genie impressions.
10,000 years. Yeah. Okay. Asking around the train stop. Ooh, I don't like this.
when you say genie impressions, is that impressions done by the Robin Williams genie because he does many, or impressions of the Robin Williams genie because there are many?
These are the questions we ask in the middle of the night before we go to bed. You ask around, and you get an answer. There are two that are somewhat equal distance, though in different directions. One is the Devil's Key. The other is the Stone and the Sword.
Should we split up and check them both?
Sure.
I gave you two options. I don't know why I would expect you not to split the party.
Wasn't my suggestion.
We have limited time, and why do we all need to go to the same magic shops?
Fair.
The mind link up, especially.
Mind link, so we're all going to be involved the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, wake up. We got a good. Hold on a sec.
Are we going to split this down? Go ahead.
Solid
Oh, nice.
6 hours of communication.
Are we going to split this down normal party lines? Myself and Aranoa and Flint and Shra.
Howard, we don't have normal party lines.
We don't?
Is that what you'd like to think?
So I nudge Shra. Let the robot cook.
It doesn't make a difference to me. I'd like to check out the Stone and the Sword, so whoever wants to go there, come with me.
I wanted to check that one
That
out.
was interesting.
Oh, fine.
And then I will check out the other one on my own. You all have a pleasant evening, and Tower heads off in that direction quickly
No, fine.
and embarrassedly. Very ashamed. Very ashamed. Oh, you can't keep up with Tower. Tower's gone.
I hop on Steel Defender, and Steel Defender tries. Steel Defender.
How
dash.
cute. Look at them running after each other.
Tower didn't mean it like that.
Okay.
It's like gently to Shra. It's like, do you think it is like that? Or is it just
I
the
don't
fact that
know.
they both can't sleep anymore?
Jesus.
Who knows?
So,
I mean, everywhere we go, they go, not sleeping together.
You're paying that close attention?
It's like it's
I
a
said
cop's job to pay attention. As I
You're
felt my flask.
Okay, I'm trying something out that could be really cool. So just bear with me 1 second here as I do this. This one. Oh wow, that's even better than I thought it would be. Okay. Hopefully this worked. So who's going to which store?
I don't even remember the name of the store I'm going to.
Shra and I are
Devil's
going to
something.
Stone and the Sword.
Ah, gotcha.
Okay.
The Devil's Loophole is where we're going.
It was the Devil's Key and the Stone and the Sword.
Ah.
Just one person. What's going on? What's your problem?
I don't know what their problem is.
Loophole.
Yep.
I don't get it. I don't know why they're laughing.
It's the Devil's
Sorry.
Key. Totally different.
I know. But anyways, continue.
Yep. Let's just move on.
We're gonna start with the sword in the stone in the sword. Excuse me. So whoever's going there.
Not gonna lie, Devil's Loophole sounds like a hell of a legal firm.
I honestly think it's pretty ass, but whatever. Cool.
Like it's just a bunch of Celestials really trained in law.
Specifically, all the devil's deals.
They
This
just
sign.
keep going
Specifically with
around
warlocks.
like it's nothing.
They work with warlocks.
The sign out front is beautifully carved in wood, as they often are. You can hear the sounds of patrons on the inside. And as you walk in, it certainly is a magic shop.
Is there like a spot for girls or something?
A spot for what?
It sounds like you said a spot for girls.
Yeah.
What?
That is also what I heard. Yeah.
Scrolls.
You know, magic girls. Where do you keep them?
Scrolls.
Any
God.
Sailor Scouts, I want to meet them.
Oh, you do see a section where there's a few scrolls kind of bundled up.
I'll look for a message one.
Unfortunately, looking through them, you find a scroll of color spray, a scroll of ensnaring strike, a scroll of ice knife, a scroll of maze, and a scroll of phantasmal killer, a scroll of shield, and a scroll of thunderclap. But alas, alack, no message.
It's a hell of a selection.
But not what we need. Are any of these useful otherwise? I say in the mind link as I read them all off.
I'm sitting here like pulling up different spell lists at the moment to see what I already have access to. Can we read them again?
I don't fuck around with magic.
A scroll of color spray.
Okay.
A scroll of ensnaring strike. A scroll of ice knife. A scroll of maze. A scroll
Maze?
of phantasmal of M-A-Z-E, maze.
Summon
Got it.
corn.
I was really hoping corn. Yeah.
A scroll of
You know, I'm not getting
phantasmal
all I
killer.
can get out of that.
A scroll of shield. A scroll of thunderclap.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh, you know, if you add an eye to the summon maze spell, you still get the same spell effect.
It's just,
It's the one they
corn.
used in Children of the
It's
Corn.
cornier.
Yeah.
I guess maybe we should look for an attendant or something. See if there's something else they might have here. I will. Do I see anyone
Sure,
in there?
Yeah, you can. I mean, yeah, people work here. You can find them.
Excuse me.
Hello, how may I help you? That's how they talk. Deal with it.
I need to communicate with someone far away. You have anything for that?
How far?
Do I know how far?
Somewhere on this.
I would have an idea.
Well, tower, yeah, we should be able to get an estimate between us all.
It's like all the way to the end of the rail.
There's some enchanted bugles in the back corner. Other than that, communications aren't quite our specialty here.
What does the bugle do?
It bugles.
Like normally, or what's the extra effect?
It can be heard at a great distance, used for warning and such.
Yeah. Afraid that won't do. You got any healing potions?
Indeed, I do. I currently have. Let me check the stock. They're here somewhere. I have a potion of superior healing and a potion of supreme healing.
Oh. How much are those then?
And a potion of greater, of course, and a potion of healing as well. I guess I have the full gambit, but only one of each, unfortunately.
What's the Supreme running?
Oh, Supreme, roughly 1,350 gold? That seems quite steep. Let me double check if that is...
This is not my rich character.
If I can find it lower on the magical database, we have to match the price. And therefore, you might get a discount. Let me double check. Which book am I looking for? This is not the magical database.
This is not the magical database whatsoever.
Let me see. Almost there. Almost opened right to it. We get this question quite a lot here.
Well, and you'd think you'd know it.
A thought comes
Price
to
matching,
mind.
I mean.
I meant nothing by it, Mrs. Moshtrap. Miss Moshtrap. Sorry. What? Oh, I thought that out loud.
Why am I finding
What now?
Nothing?
I start sifting 100 platinum out of my pocket in
What?
preparation for the acquisition.
How much money you got, Sheriff?
Well, unless I did something live and haven't adjusted yet, I am, as we say in the business, rolling in it.
Wow.
I'm about to be rolling in slightly less, but
Well, don't let them know you have it.
Isn't there a list? Isn't there a small list of those potions in here?
Which book?
Well, consumables usually cost like half or something like that. Isn't that true?
Consumables are half the cost of a permanent item.
And this item would be considered very rare.
And the very rare range would end up being 5,500, 5,000. Holy balls, that'd be expensive.
So 1,300 isn't sounding too bad, is it?
No, it's pretty.
No.
It's a
No,
pretty.
it's a deal.
It's sounding right. Okay.
It sounded like a deal.
Over the mind link, you guys hear, hey, could you ask about how much the shield scroll costs and the maze?
And the what?
Maze.
Well, shield as a first level is 50 gold pieces to craft. Should be like 25 to acquire, I think.
Well, if we're going with my list, the list says it's 120 gold.
There you go.
For the shield scroll.
Okay.
The maze is a bit on the upper levels. 10,300 gold.
I just had to know.
Were you able to see what it does?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
I looked up the spell.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Ooh, are we allowed to do that?
I didn't know if
Well,
I didn't know I wasn't. Sorry.
You can always ask you can always probably ask a shopkeep that you're trying to buy it from as well. They would
I
probably
figured
know.
you wouldn't want to tell me what all 8 of those spells did.
I mean, fair enough. But I
Yeah, I
would.
think it's different when you're shopping versus finding an item, right?
Mhm.
Like,
Mhm.
yeah, you'd be able to find out.
Yeah.
Can one of you guys pick up the shield scroll for me and I'll pay you back?
I think the sheriff can.
Sounds like it.
I got you covered.
How much for the other potions, healing potions?
Which one's in question?
The next biggest one. We'll see if I can get that one or not.
450.
And the other two.
150 for the greater, 50 gold for the potion.
I'll take the greater and the regular.
Excellent. 200 gold, please.
Where do we land on the Supreme?
The Supreme is staying at the 1350.
Nobody has purchased it yet, nor asked.
Okay, yeah, that one is now thoroughly out of my price range. I will throw down 400 for
The Superior?
for the greater.
Oh,
Sorry,
it was 450.
Oops. What just happened?
450 for the superior, right?
Correct.
What was that?
Sorry.
Tybalt doing something? Wait, but he's not here. What was that?
No, he's right here. Maybe it was him.
I have no idea. Okay. Any other things we're looking for? Weapons, flasks, forgery kits, gloves, crossbows?
I'm good.
Tools? Okay, well.
Well, many thanks.
May the gods smile upon you. And you can leave
And also
this
with
store.
you.
Yeah. I knew it was coming. Oh no, I did this wrong. Shit. I completely got out of this. And I didn't realize that's what that was. Let me get back to it really fast. Oh no, that was such a cool thing. I wanted to favorite it so I could always go back to it. Is it this one?
Oh no.
Yes, it was.
Oh yeah.
My stuff. My shops. So cool. It's still working. All right.
Yeah.
Back to the Devil's Secret. I'm kidding. The Devil's Key.
The devil's loophole.
The devil's in the details.
I believe it is this conspicuous looking building over here. After you, man.
Stop walking away from me. Oh my god.
I am simply walking in the direction of the shop.
Oh, I didn't mean it like that. I'm just saying they sleep all the time and we never have to anymore. We spend a lot of time together and like, no offense, I know you really well, but I don't feel like I know them as well.
And I understand that, and that's perfectly well and good. I was just merely trying to be efficient, and I thought that there was a reasonable delineation between what their relationship is and what our relationship is somewhat.
What's their relationship? What's our relationship? What? Aren't we just a party?
Yes, absolutely. In that we are all for always together, indeed. What I am saying is that when I said along party lines, there was a clear delineation, and I think the four of us all knew exactly what I meant, and I meant nothing else by it, by no further relationship, only that there is a clear distinction when the party gets split in what direction the party is split. Generally speaking.
Well,
You and Scoop go check the old mill.
And at the end of your conversation, you find yourselves out, having walked through somewhat of a maze of small streets into a back alley, and you were outside somewhat of a seedy looking shop. the signage of the Devil's Key seems twisted and cracked. People aren't upkeeping it very well. The windows on the outside seem dirty from within. Very strange. And as you push through the doors to cross the threshold, it is kind of dark in here too. It's very low lit with just like mood sconces, if you will.
And as Tower's holding the door open, that's when he'll think into the mind link. I meant nothing by it, Miss Moshtrap. After you. Oh, I thought that out loud. It all ties back. It all ties back.
And as you walk in and kind of your eyes adjust to the space and you see things like scattered about that you can go look at if you want. You do clock and they clock you. A kind of ratty looking knoll behind the counter.
Good afternoon, kind shopkeep.
They just kind of watch you for a minute and size you up and give you a little smirk and a nod.
We're looking for some scrolls, specifically scrolls of message. Do you happen to have any on hand?
Scrolls are over there. And he kind of points across the way towards the back corner area.
I'll go look.
Arrow will help you look.
Kind of sifting through, you're able to find a scroll of Acid Splash, a scroll of Conjure Barrage, a scroll of Divine Word, a scroll of Eldritch Blast,
Eldritch Blast is only warlocks, right?
I think it's only on their spell list, yeah. A scroll of Grease. A scroll of Gust.
Oh no, I have a Grease grenade.
I'm waiting for the water drop before I continue. A scroll of Light. That's how I know. Mm-hmm. A scroll of Mordenkainen's Faithful Hound.
Ooh, great against ogres.
A scroll of Purify Food and Drink. A scroll of Rope Trick.
Ooh. Like a rope trick.
3 scrolls of Sending.
Woo!
Oh, picking them up.
And a scroll of Thunderclap.
Got it.
You know what's wild? The inventories of these stores were randomly determined, and one of them did have Sending scrolls. The other one did not.
Nice.
That's lucky.
Thank goodness.
Anything else that you want to look at in the store?
How much are the Sending scrolls?
They run 400 gold a pop.
Woo!
Yikes.
I can. Yeah, I can.
Wait,
purchase
Sending isn't the one. No, wait. I can't use a Sending scroll.
Sending is a
wizard spell. Bard, cleric, and wizard, not artificer. Message is the one that I needed.
Message is the cantrip that goes like 100 feet.
Then what was
Sending,
it?
I'm pretty sure is on the artificer list.
When I pull up the list on roll, or when I pull up Sending on
yeah,
roll,
artificer isn't going to come up on any of those.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
artificer.
Right.
Whew.
Yeah.
Got it.
So yeah, you have to look for artificer stuff specifically.
Got it. I have that pulled up on a different tab. I'm looking.
Yep.
But that's third level?
It is a 3rd level spell,
Yeah,
and I am throwing. It was another 450 at it.
It was 400 apiece.
Or
I can buy 2 of them, but I'm pretty much out of gold at that point. I don't know.
I can buy them. That's not the problem. I'm not seeing it on the artificer spell list either. That's why I'm
Okay. Well, that would be a problem. Yeah.
I'm trying to think what source would include that information.
I have the book open.
Yeah, everything
have
I'm seeing says
Artificer
bard,
in it.
cleric, and wizard, but no artificer. And I looked through the.
I'm literally looking at the artificer.
Yeah, me too.
But I think that's true about the message. Like, message was never going to work for you.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember then. What was it? Something else? Because I swear there was something that worked, but maybe not.
While Aaron is trying to figure out,
you can always You could always try and find someone that can use it.
True.
See if they can do it for you.
Yeah, except the spell only works with somebody whom you're familiar with.
Tower will start asking about items,
ways to
objects that can send a message that aren't necessarily sending stones, because the other half would have to already be there. But if there's any other,
it's like a wand of sending,
something like that.
Custom.
Yeah. Just if that's available in the store, or looking around, or asking. Either which one, both probably.
I'm still going to be buying one of the sending scrolls.
Okay.
And I might be buying a couple more, but I'm figuring it out now.
Oh, also, I have definitely marked the 125 for the scroll shield.
Nice.
Okay, I marked it on my gold already.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
Perusing the shop, I mean, you see a breastplate, you see a quarterstaff, you see a shield, you see a decanter of endless water, you see gloves, but you're not seeing sending items, unfortunately.
Fair enough. That makes sense. This decanter of endless water, though. Well, I have the 10-gallon hat. That's not the same thing, but that's kind of fulfilling the same purpose.
It seems like the decanter of endless water is on display in such a way that lets you know it's probably the most expensive item in the store.
Sure, that's fair. That's fair.
Just so you know.
Yeah,
it's like on a shelf up above where the checkout is, if you want to call it that, above the counter, like prominently displayed.
Sure.
What was that, Flint?
Yeah, what's the number on that?
Is there a little plaque that says the cost?
And through the mind link throughout the mouth of one of your compatriots asking this gentleman, if you have to ask, you can't afford it.
Sure. And what of these gloves here? I can understand gloves. I can wrap my mind around gloves. What's up with these?
Those are gloves of swimming and climbing.
Ah. And I understand they might make swimming and climbing a little easier. Is there anything specific?
If I had to put a number on how much, I'd say you'd probably be like 5 points stronger when you're trying to swim or climb.
Ah.
It's weird to put numbers to things that way, but that's just how my brain works.
Mine as well.
About 25% more efficient.
Right.
How much for one of these sending scrolls again?
400 gold.
I'll take it.
Unless you can change my mind.
Uh-oh, he's turning into fucking Steven Crowder. Quick, get out of the store.
Leave.
This clearly some fine work. I want to pay what's due for it.
Those gloves are 2,000 gold, by the way.
I'll pass. Like Towers is considering it. Like it's holding them in its hands, and as soon as the number comes out, it's an instant. Puts the gloves right back down.
Mike Wazowski, your coupons are expired.
I believe my business here has concluded. Miss Moshtrap?
Yeah, I'm done too.
You have been a very pleasant shopkeep today, my friend. And I hope
You're sure you don't want a scroll of acid splash for 20 gold?
Oh, I don't fuck with magic.
Okay.
Only 20 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, you upsold me.
Good day.
And good day. Well, come back to the Devil's Key.
Perhaps I will.
Closed on Thursdays.
Religious thing?
No.
Fair. Tinkle tinkle. That's the bell as we leave.
Yep. All
Then
right.
we head back to the train.
Yes, we must hurry back.
Mission complete, yet not quite.
Mission impossible,
But
really.
Yeah.
yeah.
This didn't end up working out that well. You know, shit happens.
I'm still gonna study this scroll, and maybe I'll learn something. Maybe next time I feel like a big change in my character, where I've advanced a little. Maybe I'll be able to use some of these then.
Interesting point. We are all growing every day and learning a little bit more about ourselves and each other.
It's easy enough to get back to the train. And even, having split and visiting 2 stores, you're well within the time
Cool.
to hop aboard and continue on. Do you wish to make any other stops or a couple days pass and you reach Arthavis?
I don't think Tower is going to be looking for much else. Tower is pretty set on trying to get to the location ASAP and doesn't have very many options for communications apart from that.
Well, like I said, there is some downtime. If there's any sort of downtime thing that you're doing that you feel like you can achieve while on this train, you may do so. It's like 2.5 days left of this journey to Arthavis.
I'll get in a little athletics training because I need to do that. Important.
All right, I will spend some of the time working with Ursula on my animal handling.
Yeah,
And,
let's work together.
Let's work
and
together.
I would like to find somewhere to throw some gold pieces at. I miss having my propellant booze. How much would it be to get alcohol that doubles as a Molotov?
It would take you going to another stop, and I'm not saying we have to flesh that out, but just knowing that you will be getting off the train to another town, I would say it would cost you around 8 silver.
All right, I'm gonna throw 4 gold at that in order to get a nice even number.
Okay.
Do we count 5 as an even number?
When silver is cents and gold is dollars, I think so.
5 is an even number.
5 gold is more even than, gold and change,
6
right?
maybe even. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear you.
It's a different kind of even.
It is a different kind of evil. I get it. I do understand. It's just fun.
But yes, you can have accelerant booze, and the train will stop where you first started your train journey oh so long ago, in the city of Arthavis, a bustling town, none the wiser of anything that really transpired in the past. What has it been? Week? 2 weeks?
Really?
Maybe. Well, it's been at least a week to get there and back. I mean, and you spent at least a day or so. You lost a little bit of time as well. It's been like a little over a week to travel to Elloria and then travel back, because it's 4 days to and from. Did I lose you?
Nope.
No, we're ready.
All right. So you are in
believe-
Arthavis.
We need to collect our horses and our cool ass covered wagon.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Jail cart.
Super wagon.
Yeah.
Let's get
Yeah,
it.
test that baby out.
I had forgotten that by this point we are getting
Yep.
super wagon.
Yeah, me too.
And we're about to ride it like a bat out of hell to home.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But first, let's
We gotta get it.
You arrive at the little enchanter's shop that you had paid to have this done. And
Was-
after being... Huh?
Go ahead.
The hammer actually
You go ahead.
It's a pathetic.
I was just gonna ask if who was dealing with them. That's all.
I think Sheriff is our front man.
Sorry, I pressed a button on a thing. Where are we?
You are at the enchanter's shop, where you are to pick up your wagon. And after being greeted and ushered to the backyard, not a backyard, but like the backyard. I don't know if that makes any sense, but like, you know.
yes.
The yard.
They would do
does.
You see it shining in the daylight, perfectly built to your specifications. Your horses already harnessed, ready and waiting.
Oh, how'd they know we'd be here now?
Magic.
Just perpetual. Yeah. Wow.
Ye gods, it's beautiful.
I understand you haven't used one of these before. This is the mechanic looking guy that's there. What you're going to want to do is, when you want to take this baby off the ground, because you do have the option to stay on the ground if you want, you're going to go ahead and pull this lever here, and he shows it to you, and there's like a little lever area in the front where the wagon is. That will turn the device on, and it should be smooth sailing from there.
All
Mighty
right.
impressive.
And when you want to touch down again, you just pull the lever back. Pretty simple.
And how long of a period can we have it activated at a time again? I do forget the specifics of what we ordered at this point.
Oh, that's a fucking good ass question.
Yeah, I just don't remember. I remember us
I
going over
know.
a ton of options, and I don't
Yeah.
remember what specifically we landed
Yep.
on. I
Might
remember
be
there
time to
being.
check this between
Yeah.
sessions.
Yep. I do believe we're going to have to scour our memories while we stand here and stare each other in the eyes. And as it is after 9, I guess that is our
Sure.
stopping point, as you and this gentleman try to remember exactly.
What's this
What
thing
goes
do
on here?
again?
Right?
I know what it-
What are we-
I
know
know,
what
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I know what it
I know
does.
It's really cool.
I know what it does. I'm just like, was there stipulation on the timings? And now you got me.
I think
guessing.
We were discussing that.
Because you got special horseshoes for the horses that let them gallop, let them float, and this thing floats too, essentially. So you're just you don't have to worry about difficult terrain. It doesn't fly. I know that.
Right.
It's not.
Right.
It's not a flying.
It's the hover setting.
Yeah, it's
was
a hover.
it Zephyr? Is that horseshoes of the Zephyr? Like everything functions as horseshoes of the Zephyr. Is that accurate? Let me double.
It's the Zephyr shoes for the horses. I'm not sure about the cart exactly.
I don't know why we wouldn't order the cart just to work with whatever the Zephyr shoes are.
I know, but it will probably behoove us to go back and listen to that conversation. Hunt it down and figure it out.
You're not wrong. For what it's worth, horseshoes of the Zephyr. These iron horseshoes come in a set of 4. When they're all affixed to a horse or similar creature, they allow the creature to move normally while floating 4 inches above the ground. This effect means the creature can cross or stand above non-solid or unstable surfaces such as lava or water. The creature leaves no tracks and ignores difficult terrain. In addition, the creature can move at a normal speed for up to 12 hours a day without suffering exhaustion from a forced march. There is no timing on this. This is just a thing.
Because I think that the wagon is just able to hover, and that's it. Yeah. And then all that works, but yeah.
So there is no timing stuff. It's a mode to go into it, a hover mode or a non-hover
horses
mode.
With an anti-grav cart.
Yep.
Are we ever gonna use the non-hover mode?
Why would we?
I know.
My thoughts are you would probably want to quote land when you're not going to use it, you know?
I mean, when we're traveling.
So you got to keep a low profile sometimes.
Yeah.
When you're in
town. Then we don't leave tracks.
I know, that's what I was saying. The low profile's not leaving tracks.
Mm-hmm.
You have to look tracks while you're out of town and not floating while you're in town.
Yeah, and we didn't get through everything exactly, so don't worry. You're not exactly inconspicuous when in use.
Sure. Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, now that we know what it does, I mean, we can take a few minutes and we're on our way home. Let's see how it works, and we can end it there. I don't know
if it would actually be that obvious to people in town. It's not like you're staring at the ground, and because it's only 4 inches. So I don't. Yeah. Anyways,
but no, I'm serious. Okay, fine. End the session and
okay.
A couple minutes.
All right, so you pull that lever. Pretty simple. And just so you know, under the chassis in the center is where that device is. You know, with the elemental inside. Don't damage that. That would be bad.
Awesome.
Is there anything protective around it?
Oh, sure, but nothing. There's plenty of things that we can do to make sure something doesn't get destroyed, but there's also plenty of things in this world that just don't give a damn. So I would say just be careful. Don't go smashing into the side of a red dragon or something. You never know. It should be fine. And
it's 3,000 to replace, but it only fetches 300 on the market. So
yeah.
Yep.
Awful. Thank you so much for your business. I believe this is going to cover our needs very well.
Yep. Don't pull that lever till you leave, please. It's just it's going to be unruly to get out of here. That's all.
Tower tilts its head concernedly, but then nods in agreement.
Well, we saw it rise when... No, he just pointed to the lever.
Yep, he just pointed.
Yeah. Shall we... Unless there's anything you need to do in town, I could get us food on the way. If and when we stop, I think we need to head out.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Let's skedaddle.
Sure. Take the reins.
leaving this.
All right, where we're going, we still kind of need roads. We'd kind of like them, but
They help.
we ain't going to damage them none.
You leave the enchanter's facility off into the city. Where would you like to pull this lever? Lever? Lever.
Leather lever.
Red lever, yellow lever.
You got
Probably
the
when we
range,
get out
sure.
of town, right?
Yeah, out of town
Sure.
for sure. But
You leave Arthavis.
Once we get out of town, I will pull this thing at a point where we are not going to accidentally sideswipe anything else.
Yeah. With Arthavis just slightly in your purview, your rear view, so to say. You pull this lever, and you instantly feel the wagon begin to lift, and you watch as the wagon wheels themselves begin spinning outward, chitty chitty bang bang style, if that makes any sense. And you hear the sound of arcane flame as underneath where the wheel well would be is just a low as blue arcane flame shoots towards the ground, just enough to kind of push dirt and dust and anything that would be right underneath away as this thing is hovering, and your horses too lift off the ground just ever so slightly, awaiting your commands.
yeah.
My damn, look at this thing.
Chitty bang bang, chitty bang.
And I was gonna say, bada-bum-bum, bada-bada-bum-bum, bada-bum-bum, bada-bada-bum-bum, bada-bum-bum, bada-da-da-dum-bum, bada-bum-bum, bada-da-da-dum-bum. It's pretty Western.
I would also accept the sounds of Little Nemo.
Right. And that is where we'll leave it for now, as you gallop 4 inches above the ground towards your next destination.
Now we have to have someone on the coconuts since we don't get the actual sound of horses.
Oh yeah, tell me it has that built in.
There's a speaker, that arcane speaker that does horse speech.
It just goes on at the same time as when you press the hover.
Yeah.
Like,
It doesn't even make
Activate
sense. Like even if you're
coconuts.
standing still and you're hovering, it's still going.
yep.
Just like a constant playing of a minor illusion cantrip.
Mm-hmm. But it's just not programmed perfectly. Yeah.
No, but it's frustratingly off time too. Like after about 10 seconds, it gets ever so slightly off sync.
Yeah.
Do people name wagons? Do people name jail carts?
Why not?
I don't know. Just a
I wonder
thought.
if that was a thing. Like IRL.
Yeah, for like ones that you have to take across country or whatever. Way back when.
Or just like your own, like people name boats and stuff, or
Sure.
cars sometimes.
That's true. That's true.
So I'm wondering if people did that for carriages.
Very possible.
How about the Flying Mercy?
Interesting. Mercy.
Mercy.
We're red robins? We're red ravens?
Yep. It was always
Red
the Red Robins, yeah.
Every time. It was always red robins.
All right. Isn't the naming convention we have to have a color and an animal? Did we run into that or
Right.
something?
There's something like that. Should we paint the wagon
We
red?
also function as a tavern.
No, then we're gonna. People are gonna trying to hail us over more if we paint red. Draws attention.
I mean, that's fair.
The flying red wagon, yeah. Oh, red wagon. That's good.
Fun.